Hello everyone, Ellie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about things I dislike about Star Stable. And I know, before I start this video, I just do want to give a disclaimer. This is in no way hate on the game. It is just constructive criticism. I am an old player. I've been playing since 2013. So I've been with this game for a hot minute. And I've seen it grow over the years, and there are things that I love about it, and there are also things that I feel like they definitely could and could have already improved on, if that makes sense. So, if you are not up to hearing things I dislike about Star Stable, please click off this video. If it's just gonna make you upset, do yourself a favor and go ahead and click off, because I'm just gonna be honest, and honesty is the best policy, right guys? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And while I go ahead and talk about it, we're going to do some training. So I didn't actually think about where I wanted to start, and this is actually where I don't want to start. So we have to go to Silverglade Manor. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with our train and talk. So, number one, the first idea that I came up with that it's something I don't like in Star Stable is the fact that there's nothing to do after you max your horse to level 15. All of my horses that are level 15 stay in their stalls. I mean, yeah, I could bring them out to do club events or to take photos for my Instagram, which by the way, I am so behind on that. I haven't posted in months. You know, I could do that, or I guess I could roleplay, but I don't even really like role-playing. Other than that, there's really not much you can do with the horse. And by that I mean, like, you can't lunge it, you can't train it further, you can't bond with it. There's just no personality, really, to the horses that we have that has us be able to do anything with them after level 15. So that's number one. Number two is the main story quests are scarce, and this is something you're going to hear from a lot of constructive SSO players, constructive criticism players, is, I mean, and not even that, like, you'll hear that from majority of everybody who's already kind of played through the game, is once you've gone through the main story quests, what is wrong with these trees? Sorry, there's, like, nothing to do. You can do reputation quests, or little side quests like Farah's Workshop, or the recycling, but that's just grind, you know? Like, there's really nothing else to the game besides grinding and fetch and retrieve, which I'll get to in just a second. That's its own point in itself. So yeah, there's really not much to do once you've completed the game, besides training and club stuff if you're doing club stuff, but that's not like an actual game mechanic kind of thing. So yeah, there's it gets a little slow after you do all them quests, you know what I'm saying? Alright, my next point, getting to fetch and retrieve. So a lot of, if not all of the quests in SSO are fetch and retrieve, meaning that you are told to go get something from one side of the map, and you go get it, and then you bring it back. And then you read. That's literally what SSO is a fetch and retrieve reading simulator. Running simulator. I have been with this game for so long, and I've so badly been waiting for them to change the quests and to make them more interesting. Like, there's gotta be stuff that we can do besides just running to and from different locations on the map, talking to people and bringing them stuff, or collecting things. Like, other games have done cool mechanics, and I feel like SSO definitely should have caught up by now and made things a little more challenging. Like, the soul riding. Yeah, it's a grind, but the mechanics that you do to train for that, it's better than fetch and retrieve, I'll give them that, you know? So, that's just, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Like, I normally skip through the quests if I'm not recording for a video, so yeah, that's a thing. Anyways, next one. There's nothing to do with your horses. I kind of touched on this on the first point when I was saying that there's nothing to do after you max them. There's really nothing to do with our horses besides, like, petting them and feeding them and cleaning their hooves and leading them, which was a good mechanic that they added. Like, let's see. You hold E, you can pet my horse, I can mount my horse, and then there should be a lead button, right? I should have that. And then you can feed, water, brush, pick hooves. That's like it. You can't lunge the horse like I was saying. You can't spend time with your horse in the pasture where it just roams around. You can't teach it tricks. Like, there's just nothing to do with your horse besides make up stuff and be creative, which is great. I mean, I'm not bashing on creativity. I'm a huge creative person. But, you know, when you're a young adult like me who's been with the game for over 10 years, you don't really want to just play pretend anymore. You want things to be a little more challenging, and I know this game, I know, this game is geared towards kids. What I wish Star Stable would have done, and now I'm going on a tangent, is I wish they would have followed the game with its original players. They would have grown with their players a little bit. They could still keep kid content, but also have more mature, still appropriate, like quests and stuff, like language. Like, I feel like a lot of the quests that we read, wow, I'm really going on a tangent, are very geared towards like baby talk, honestly, and that's kind of a harsh way to put it, but some of it's just cringe to read, and I wish Star Stable would put into account that, hey, a huge chunk of your players grew up with this game and are now teenagers or young adults, geared towards everybody instead of just solely towards little kids. But I know I'm gonna get a little bit of backlash for that statement, but just my opinion. Alright, my next point, sorry, I'm looking down at my sticky note and trying to train at the same time, and it's very stressful. There's little to do, oh, excuse me, I read that wrong. There's little to no intriguing game mechanics. Now, I will say they did add, you know, leading your horse. They added some easier buttons to press, like you press E to pick up stuff. What else did they add? Shoot. They added the new horse buying page. You know, stuff like that that's kind of like updated. Those are good aesthetic, easy, what is the word? I guess they're mechanics, but like not really. What I mean by mechanics is like, I guess stuff to do. You know, like like more stuff to do. It's a running simulator at this point, you guys. Like, what am I supposed? I'm so sorry. That I feel like I'm being a huge jerk, but I mean, what else? Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying. You get the point. People who get it, get it. People who don't get it, don't get it. And finally, the last point I had, because we're going to keep this video just a wee bit short, just because I need to post a little more often, and I'm just kind of giving myself time to skirt this video out pretty quick. The last point I wrote down that came to mind is the game's expensive as hell. Have you guys seen a store? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? I'm just curious if you've seen it. My food is ready. Please hold. Like, can we talk about, I got that for free, didn't I? Hello? Can we just talk about how the shilling cap is just the best thing ever? Oh my god. Everything in this game is ridiculous, and the fact that we have a shilling cap still infuriates me. I get it. They need money from people buying star coins to make revenue to continue with the game, but they are a multi-million-dollar company, and they can give us more shillings, you know, like not have a 10,000 cap on the shillings, you know, give us at least a 50,000 cap, not 10,000. We can like buy a few items at a time. Not even that. We can usually buy like one good item at a time. You can't buy a full outfit set. And it's just, you have to grind to get outfits. And I know for some people, like, that's something silly to be upset about, but I just think they should give us a higher cap. They can still keep the cap, that's fine. They can encourage people to buy star coins or use their star coins, whatever they want. But just make it more, you know, like, 10,000 is not enough for anyone. Not even in real life. Anyways, guys, that is... Oh, wow. They still haven't fixed that. Alright, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, this is not hate towards Star Stable. It is just constructive criticism. I'm really not trying to be rude. I am just expressing my desires for the game and changes that I want and things that I dislike. And that's okay to dislike things. A lot of people think that if you play a game and you love a game, you can't dislike anything in the game. That's not true. So, yeah. I love Star Stable, but it could definitely improve, and these are the things that they could improve on. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!